Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you to make a card. So we're making a long thin card today, and we're going to be using the paper collection from our lovely Julia. So I am using a little bit of a different collection. So I am going through all of my little scraps and bits and pieces that I have. So I'm going to be using some pieces from the Curious Wonders collection. So I'm going to do like a collage on my card. So as you can see, I'm just getting a few different colours out. I'm also going to be using some bits of paper from the Toadstool Tots. All these little bits, I don't want to waste them. They're so beautiful that I do keep all of my little scraps for them, and then I know that I can come in and use them on another project. So my desk is a bit messy, but I have all of my bits and pieces out. So I thought that, I would put everything in front of me, not realising actually how messy it's going to be. So the glue I'm using is a UHU glue from the pound shop because I want to use it up. This particular bit of paper that I am adhering down now, that's actually from the newest collection. That's from the steampunk collection, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the muted tones of this one. I just think it works perfectly. So what I'm going to do to bring all of these little pieces together is I'm just coming in with my spice marmalade, and I'm just putting some of the spice marmalade just around all of the edge pieces. And then gluing them down just so that they sort of match together. So yeah, I loved making this card, but I love doing collage effects. And yeah, I just think they work perfectly, especially for all those little bits and pieces that you have. So if like me, you keep all of the little scrap bits, then this card will be perfect for you. So I am doing a voiceover today. This voiceover is because my husband is doing lots and lots of work in the house. So we are decorating. He's also fitting doors. So I now have a door onto my craft room. So hopefully I'll be able to do a lot more talking videos. So I will be able to be talking with you. So yeah. All the pauses that you see, they are actually because I'm talking to my husband. So he's asking different things and different opinions. So yeah. Now I am using my card base as a mat because we're not going to see it, so it seemed daft not to. So yeah. But there is bits, like I said, it looks as though actually the paper that I've mainly used on this one is from the Steampunk Stories collection, and also from the Toadstool Tots. So that looks like the paper that I have used for this this card. Oh, and a little bit of the Curious Wonders, because who couldn't not add that? That is just absolutely gorgeous. So again, just adding some more of that ink, distress ink onto the edge just to make it all match quite nicely. Now we've got this little piece of paper left with the floral element on from the steampunk collection. I just thought that would be really nice just to go across the card, and we can use this as a grounding point for whatever it is that we put on. So for our people. Now this is this has been stamped. Now I stamped this for a card that I made quite a while ago. There is a video of it on my YouTube channel, and it's from the Floral Dreams stamp set, and these were already stamped on this paper. So I am actually going to use it, so I will be cutting it out and I will be using it because he thought it would go perfectly in the background for this card. So it's just, I wanted when I did the video for it, I wanted to show that you didn't have to use colours. You could actually use the papers itself in which to colour your items. So that's why they were stamped there. But I stamped I stamped quite a few, and then I decided what I was going to use when I came round to actually making the card for that video. This is one of our lovely Toadstool Tots, which I'm going to be using. So I've gone round her and I've put some of the spice marmalade around just for her to blend in. And then on this Floral Dreams stamp, what I'm doing is I'm actually putting this spice marmalade onto the flowers, again just so that they blend in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fussy cut these out. So yeah, but as you know, I love my fussy cutting, so I have kept it in. But what I've done with this video, because it actually took me about an hour to create this video, so I have sped it up 2 times so that it's just twice as fast as I was working, just so that it's not a super long video. But then I didn't want to make it too fast because I wanted you to be able to see what I was doing. Not quite sure why I'm off camera right now. I think my husband asked me for something, which known him, either that or I had to run after Lady, because there was one point, I think that might have been the point, where I had to run after Lady because she managed to get something that she wasn't allowed. So she went in my bin. She's got this thing where the minute she goes in my bin, she takes out whatever's in my bin and she runs away with it, and then if you don't chase after, she comes back and then she'll do it again, and then she'll come back and she'll do it again, and she'll keep on doing it until you chase after her. And that's sort of her way of telling me that she wants to play. So Mummy has to stop crafting and she has to have her playtime. So yeah, she's hit the terrible twos, I think. So yeah, but I suppose that's what you get when you get a puppy. We love her to bits, and it's never a dull day in our house. Okay, so I'm just cutting out the stem of the flower, and the good thing about these, because Julie has done it so that the stem and the top of the flower are separate, you can use them for anything. I mean, the ball part of the flower would actually make really nice hanging baubles for Christmas. Or yeah, I just think they're absolutely gorgeous, so we'll have to do something with them over Christmas. Now I'm bringing in the absolute gorgeous stencils. So this is the circle stencil, and this is from the Steampunk collections one, and I'm just adding in some circles onto the background just to bring that in. Again, I don't know where I've gone on this bit either. So I think this actually was the part where my husband asked me to hold the door. So he was fitting the door in. So yeah. Okay. So I'm going to pop just play with my composition now. So I'm just going through all my little bits and pieces. I also found these little flowers that I'd pre-stamped, and these are when I made a little book using the Toadstool Tot collection, and they just seem to go perfectly on this piece. I didn't realise how easy these 3 collections are to go together. I think because they're all of a similar style, it's really nice that we can use them together. Now I am going for an autumn theme because we are heading into autumn, and you'll probably find that all the autumn colours will be out. And yeah, I love autumn. It's one of my favourite times of the year. So yeah, I wanted to see what all of what my bits and pieces would look like. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but Quincy is pawing at the quilt. So I'm upstairs recording this because it's quite busy downstairs. And the pair of them are on the bed with me, and Quincy is trying to get under the quilt. So if you can hear rustling, that is Quincy. He likes to be tucked up, whereas Lady likes to be on top of the quilt and just sprawl. So yeah. If you would like to buy any of these collections, they are featuring on Hachanda now. So I'm hoping this video will go up when the show is on. So I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below. Also go and check out our lovely other ladies that are working with this absolute gorgeous collection. So they are also doing some absolute beautiful makes using all of these gorgeous collections. So please do check them out. I'll also leave a link to our lovely Julia, and also I'll leave a link to her Facebook group, because if you do buy these collections and you make something, it'd be really, really nice if you do come over and share it. Plus there is also so much more inspiration on the page. We do have lovely members who share on the page very regularly, so they don't have YouTube channels, even though they should, because they're all super talented, but they do, yeah, they're just absolutely amazing. So there's quite a few members now in our design team, so it's lovely, and they're all amazing ladies and all super talented. I think what I like as well about it is we all have different sort of styles, so even though we're working with the same collection, yeah, we all come up with completely different separate ideas, so it's really, really good. So they inspire me every day, so do please go and check them out. Okay, so at the minute I am just going through all of my bits and pieces that I have cut up and coloured and ready to go. I'm actually using these stones that I've just put underneath our gorgeous Toadstool Tot. The stones are actually from, I can't remember if it's from the seahorse one or if it's from the octopus one, but I decided that even though they're scene themed stamps, they actually work quite nicely with this. So I even used like the seaweed as well, just for embellishment. So I really liked it, so I've used it. So quite a mix of things, different things on here. I'm not going to keep that little bit that I've just put on with the teacup and the flower, because I think that is just a little bit too much. But I do think this is quite a wild card. So yeah, I really went to town on this one. And so you can sort of see that I have a theme going on with all my coloured embellishments. They are all in autumn colours. But I get to different points in the year where different colours sort of come out. So yeah, like I say, it is autumn. I love reds and oranges and dark yellows, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. Speaking of dark yellow, I've actually just painted my front room lion's mane and really dark grey. It looks absolutely gorgeous, so cozy. So it doesn't sound the best, but it is. It's nice. I like it, and I think as long as I like it, then that's all that matters. So yeah, I'm just again just continuing going through all of these little bits and pieces, because you never know what else. I was tempted to add the shells on, but I thought that might have been a little bit too much. But I kept sort of looking, thinking, can I? Can't I? Excuse me, I'm yawning. I think it's because I'm upstairs. Oh dear. You'll have to let me know in the comment section below whether or not you are enjoying this video, and if you are enjoying the talk over as well. So it's a different concept. There is going to be quite a few videos like this, because like I said, the house is super noisy. And so I think that, yeah, it definitely needs, it needed to be done. It was either that or I put music on. So, yes, I'm trying it out. So, do watch all the videos that do have, yeah, a talk over. And let me know if it's something you would like to see more of. So, if you would like for me to do, so when there's times when I can't talk, if you'd like me to do a voiceover instead of popping on my music. There'll still be certain videos where I do put music on, so when I'm doing lots and lots of cards, so if I'm doing like how many cards can I create, then those videos will have music on. And also my art journaling, because when I do my art journaling, I prefer not to speak. I like to just listen to music and just yeah, take me wherever my mood is. So yeah, you can normally tell what type of mood I'm in when I'm art journaling. So if it's bright and happy, then I'm happy. If it's like sort of moody and greys, well, not greys, but quite dark and messy, it's normally I'm quite muddled. Yeah. So love art journaling for that, because you can get all of your expressions out just through mediums. Okay, so I've glued down our floral element and the heart just using this UHU glue. We've put the stones on, and that's to ground our gorgeous toadstool tot. I have raised her up using some small foam pads, so so there's just a little bit of a 3D element there. But I'm just loving all of those papers together, and I'm loving how they are looking. I'm now going to add in the flowers that we cut out of the Toadstool Tot paper. And yeah, I've got these little leaves. I can't remember which stamp set they're from. But everything that I'm using on this card is from our lovely Julia, so from all the different stamp sets. So I'll leave a link to her shop as well, so you can go and check it out. So I'm just adding in all of the little extra bits. The glue that I'm using, it's okay, but I have to, I don't know if anybody has used it, but it is a very, very stringy glue. It is good, I'm not going to lie. It's clear, it dries clear, but it is like using a glue gun. It is so stringy. But I am totally going to use everything up this year. So yeah, I buy so many different products that yeah, they need to be used instead of sat. Now, so what I'm going to do, so here I've stamped this out from the Curious Wonders collection, this signpost, but because it doesn't fit, I'm actually chopping it down. So I've chopped the top bit off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to chop the bottom bit off and just tuck it behind, just under her skirt, so it looks like it's like continuous, because you know we don't want to waste. So I just chop off those two, and then under it goes, and then it just looks like yeah, it's on those stones. So yeah, no wastage. Well, there's a little bit of wastage as the arrow there, but no doubt I will come and use that on something else. So popping them the last flower on, and then the last little bits of seaweed. I just love them. I don't know why. It's just so strange just to add them on. But you know, this is a random card. The last thing I'm doing is I'm just popping on some of these clouds. So I'm going around again with the orange because they were just a little bit too white and too clean. So yeah. My my hands now look as though I've been eating what's it. But yeah, so I'm just popping some foam pads on. So the first one is just one layer, and then the second piece is just two layers, just so that it can go over. So yeah, and then the last thing, well, the last couple of things I'm going to do. So I'm going to add in a border. So this is a 0.05 pen, so really thin. And what I'm doing is I'm actually scribbling a border. So really roughly. I'm not being precise or anything. I'm just scribbling it in, and I'm going all the way around. I just feel like it needed that last little bit to finish it off. And then I'm just grounding my snail, so I'm doing using this pen just to go under, just to add in a shadow. And then I'm adding some fake stitches onto our floral ball element. It's actually meant to be a tree. Well, it is a tree, but it could be so many different things. I love it. I realised that her cheeks weren't coloured in, so I popped a little bit of pink on there. And then I'm coming in with my gouache watercolours paints from Arteza. So I've just filled up my new tin, as you can see. So I'm just popping a little bit of water on, and what we're going to do is we're going to do some black splashes. So I'm going to cover our Toadstool Tot up and then just grab some of that black and then just pop black splatters everywhere, because I think they really add to our piece. So yeah, so it's easy as that. I really like it. I'm just getting rid of the black splatters off the pages. Now I'm bringing in, for my sentiments, I'm bringing in the words that our Julie released in her last collection. And I'm using imagination, because you really do need your imagination with this card, because like I say, it is absolutely chock-a-block, but I love it. I'm putting on the same border as I did around the card, just so that it matches in together, and then I'm going to raise this up onto some foam squares so that it's risen. And that's it, that's my card. So thank you so much for watching. I have to admit, I really enjoyed making this. So super different, but absolutely gorgeous. Please don't forget to check everybody else out in the collaboration and on the design team, because like I said, they are super talented. Quickly before I forget, this is the very last thing, is I've got these glitter Nouveau drops from Nouveau from Tonic Studio, so I've just added a little bit of sparkle on. So yeah, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.